Videos, content, dances, trends, challenges. Do they sound familiar? All of these are one scroll away as long as you can download TikTok.
Created by the ByteDance company after merging with the app Musical.ly in 2016, TikTok is fast becoming one of the most used platforms on the internet. It features short-form videos controlled by an algorithm that automatically gives you content in its For You page.
Because of this, TikTok has become quite the hit, especially with the younger crowd. But as various complaints and court cases will prove, TikTok's accessibility and unregulated content might become a problem, especially to the developing minds. How then must a guardian or a parent protect their child from inappropriate content and other dangers present in the site?
Keep watching this video as it helps you understand why your children continue using the application while we suggest safety measures to help protect your child from further harm. This is #FYP4Kids. TikTok is different from other social media. For a start, its algorithm is quite different from other video platforms. TikTok has an FYP, or For You page, in which all videos a user is interested in would pop up. Continue interacting with the content and the algorithm will narrow down on the topics you spend most engagements on. This is why the FYP is always so personalized and easy to use.
TikTok also makes video editing a lot easier. Because of its filters, stickers, transitions, and stitches, TikTok opens up content creation to everyone because of the accessible tools of video editing and creation.
Almost everyone, if not a lot of people, are actually on TikTok. And you see a lot of people from different ages consuming contents on TikTok or creating contents on TikTok. So what I notice is, for one, when you open TikTok, you have your FYP, your For You page. So I presume, just like any other platform, it's because of what the typical videos that you watch. So the algorithm picks it up, and the more you watch similar videos, the more it gets to your FYP. And also what I noticed is it's easier because you can one video appears on your phone, and then you just swipe up, and then it gets you automatically to the next one. It seems like it's a whole lot easier to just scroll and tap the heart button. So I think that makes it consumption of more users get to consume more content in a shorter span of time compared to take for instance Facebook, because you have a lot of things that you see there, and then before you could hit any of the reaction buttons. Or with Instagram, you'll have to watch the reel or take a look at the photo and then the captions below that, and then you decide whether you like it or not. But with that particular feature on TikTok, I think that makes it easier for people to really respond to the content.
According to development psychologist Professor Julie Herrero, children at this age are more prone to using TikTok because they are still haywired for high reward system.
It's just easy to scroll up and then scroll up and scroll up until you find something that is desirable for you, that is enjoyable for you. And knowing how the algorithm works, so if you stop at something, they will feed you the same thing over and over again. So the goal really of these platforms is to keep the user to stay on the platform, right? And common experience, not just of children, but that you stay on the platform for a very long time, not noticing the time has passed already. So from a child's perspective, we know that children are driven more towards immediate gratification, right? Immediate gratification. And this algorithm actually feeds that ilahang desire for immediate gratification. Kaya if they're shown a content they don't like, they just scroll. And then, oh, this is what I like. And then they will be fed with more and more content that they like. So it actually feeds into their desire for immediate gratification. So that's why we observe in a lot of children na once they have something they want and it's not given to them, what do? Diba? They mag-tantrums, mangaway sa ilang parents, they will act out and whatsoever. And that's a big challenge for parents and for the children developmentally.
In the study made by the researchers, Generation Alpha seemingly chose to stay for motivations with high gratifications and rewards. Most of these come in the form of fame, social standing, money, and even emotive, tension-free responses.
And yet, it is precisely because of these children's needs, along with TikTok's accessible media features, that these kids' TikTok usage becomes excessive.
With the mobile phones, it's very personal, right? It's very personal and it's very, well, mobile, right? It's very mobile, so they can really bring it anywhere. They can be holed up in their rooms for 8 hours a day and just scroll on their phones. So it adds to the challenge of parents in terms of actually supervising their children. So they said lisod maging parent in this day and age.
One of the trends that we have found out that most parents actually have difficulties with is the regulation of content in TikTok. When we asked, all parents actually admitted that they have no idea about the different kinds of privacy settings and controls TikTok may have. While it is admirable that TikTok has created safeguards for the threats and risks associated with it, there is a severe lack of information dissemination about it.
But don't worry, in this video, we will be teaching you about the different types of settings TikTok have so you may apply it for your own devices.
First off, family pairing. Family pairing on TikTok allows parents and teens to customize their safety settings based on their needs. To manage or view family pairing controls, you need to first link the parent and teen accounts. Step 1. Go to your profile and then tap the 3 horizontal lines located in the top right-hand corner. Tap Settings and Privacy. Step 2. Tap Family Pairing. Choose your role, or your teens on their device, to get access to a QR code. Your teen will do the same on their phone. Step 3. Once you pair the accounts, simply select the account you want to manage and update the available controls. Next, screen time. Turning on screen time means you can set time limits and schedule break reminders, which can be managed with a passcode. Step 1. Go to your profile and then tap the 3 horizontal lines located in the top right-hand corner. Tap Settings and Privacy. Step 2. Go to Screen Time. Tap Daily Screen Time and follow the instructions. Set a passcode that only you know. You can set limits up to 120 minutes per day. Next, Restricted Mode. The Restricted Mode feature on TikTok can help limit the appearance of content that may not be suitable for underage users. TikTok is implementing changes to its screen time features for under 18s. Users under 18 will have a 60-minute screen limit set daily. Step 1. Go to your profile and then tap the 3 horizontal lines located in the top right-hand corner. Tap Settings and Privacy. Step 2. Go to Content Preferences, then Restricted Mode. Step 3. Follow the steps in the app to turn on Restricted Mode. You must have the Screen Time passcode to change this setting. Lastly, Private Account. By making their profile private, users have more control over who can view their posts and messages. Step 1. Go to your profile and then tap the 3 horizontal lines located in the top right-hand corner. Tap Settings and Privacy. Step 2. Go to Privacy, then tap the toggle of the private account until it turns blue.
Another trend we have noticed is that most parents only do incidental correction, in which they would only talk, communicate, or correct their children about the dangers of TikTok when an incident is happening. It is important to remember that as much as we can, parents and guardians must foster active, honest communication between their children.
Finally, protecting Generation Alpha from risk online is a societal endeavor. All sectors of society must engage in this collaborative effort so the digital world may be safer for the next generation.
It has to be a collaborative effort. One is from the developers themselves, because people are so creative. We tend to, if this is where you end, because this is only where you're supposed to be, people tend to be creative to go beyond those privacy walls, and then they can do a whole lot of things despite the existence of those privacy features. So from the standpoint of the developers, they have to make sure that they are responsive to that. Another thing is with regard to the parents, probably the teachers, or any adult who has a child as a ward, you have to make sure you educate them properly. I think if these kids believe everything that their teachers say, I think it's media literacy, especially with social media literacy. I think that's very much important that these kids get educated early on, probably with the things that they can understand at a certain age, to protect them. And of course, law enforcement, because we need to be vigilant about the presence of perpetrators of certain crimes. So everyone has to come together if we want to protect these children from becoming victims of certain crimes perpetrated on TikTok or any other social media platform. Then we have to come together and really understand how everything works and how these children are consuming these contents and how they become prone to being victimized by certain people. So yeah, I think there have been efforts to do that. I think that's why your privacy features gets improved. You have certain laws also that are statutes being passed, because we need to fully protect them.